Hey, good afternoon, and welcome to the Health Hour. I'm Mike Sasser, and I'm your host of the Health Hour, a weekly show right here on Lone Star Community Radio. It's a live show every Wednesday, podcast as well. You can catch all the past shows just going to the Lone Star Community Radio website at www.irlonestar.com. Hey, this is so exciting. We are, like as you just heard, we are worldwide on the internet. Okay, but we are now also right here in the local community. You can catch us on the FM dial at 104.5 or 106.1. I mean, how exciting is that? Now, you've got us in your car out there or wherever. Just tune in, tell your friends about it, share it with your family, and get tuned in to Lone Star Community Radio. It's not only the Health Hour, but many other great shows on the station as well. What do we do here on the Health Hour? Well, it's an hour of health news for healthy living. We talk about nutrition, we talk about exercise, activity, just overall health, safety, and well-being for you and your family. So what I try to do, I find some things that are local and around the community and around Montgomery County that you can get involved with, as well as I do a lot of research and looking up different things on the internet that I like to share with you as well. So, hey, that's what it's all about. If you have a question for me, you can easily get in touch with me. The best way to do this is just go to my website. That's www.mikesasser, MikeSasser. Those are S's as in Sam, by the way, .com. That's MikeSasser.com. I have a Contact Mike page on there. You just click that link and boom, you can email me. You can find me on Facebook as well as tweet me. Yeah, you can tweet me on Twitter and get in touch with me. Let me know what you think about the show. Give me some comments. Send me some questions. Hey, maybe you're out there listening, you like the show, you like the content, and you want to sponsor the show. Get in touch with me. We can definitely work out something there as well and get you on the community radio here and get out there to the advertiser. So, hey, how many of you out there are now happy, number one, that the election is over with? I have to admit that I sit up pretty much most of the night watching the returns come in and stuff. It was exciting. Doesn't matter who you voted for, who you wanted to win. The biggest thing that I've heard today is like, I'm so glad that this is over. Okay, a lot of stress out there. And over this election, it's been a long process, and had to give it up for both candidates. They fought very hard, very long, hard fight out there. And we wake up today and we have a new president. But at the end of the day, we're still in America. We're all Americans, and we, as they say, we pull together and wish our president the best, and we move forward, and that's what we do. So. What I wanted to talk about on today's show, being that most everybody I talk to lately has been stressed out about this. I mean, just even going to the polls and voting, some people had to wait 2 hours or more to vote. So causing a lot of stress. So I found some things today to share with you that may help you. And one of them that I'll talk about is 8 ways to beat stress in 5 minutes. And, so I have some a list of things that you can do that'll help you knock out some of the stress. And then the other thing is, like I said, we talk about nutrition, we talk about health. So I have up here, I have a website, and I'll share all this with you, and I'll put this on the podcast and everything. You can even go to my Facebook, and I'll post it on Facebook for you as well. But I have found 42 foods to help fight high blood pressure. A lot of people, are on medication and for high blood pressure, hypertension, and you don't realize that it is a very serious, very dangerous condition, if you will. And, of course, I had to throw out this disclaimer. By all means, do not stop taking your blood pressure medication without consulting your doctor. But I have some foods that may help you and share this with your doctor that may help you, beat high blood pressure or get off some of the medications, again, with the advice of your doctor. So I'll be talking about that in the show, as well as, we do a weekly deal here called grocery ads. And every Wednesday, the ads come out, your local grocery stores, as well as the big chains. They come out with their weekly ads for what's on sale from now till next Tuesday. So I like to stop by and grab one of their sales papers and look through it to see what type of healthy choices are on sale this week that you and your family, while you're making out your grocery list, go to the store and add a couple of things into your meals, into your diets, and go check that out. So I have Kroger's is the featured food company or store today. So I think I have a pretty good show lined up for you. I hope so. Again, you out there listening, and again, FM. Again, you can hear us on FM 104.5 or 106.1. That's just super exciting to me. And as well as internet. The cool thing about internet is it's everywhere. But get on my website. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you like about the show. And be a part of the show. Be a part of the Health Hour. I mean, it is about the community after all. Okay, so let me share with you first what I've got here. Lined up is an article that I found under, get this, Pure Wow. Okay, so you can look it up. Just Google again. I've said this many times. Google is my very best friend. But I find a lot of this on MSN as well. I get up every morning. Fix me a cup of coffee, and I sit down, and for about an hour, I read through MSN, and they have a health and fitness section. They have a food section, so you can really kind of drill down into those areas. And there's a lot of great articles by all types of magazine companies, as well as they get into studies from the FDA and things like that. So anyway, it's good reading, and I like to kind of pass some of these things along with you. So what is 8 ways to beat stress in 5 minutes? And the first one they have on the list, and this makes sense to me, is exercise. And I by the way, I'm a local author. Let me back up here just a little bit. I'm a local author. It's a weight loss book, or more so, I like to say it's really a health book. Not just a weight loss book, but I've struggled with my weight all my life, and I finally kind of lost the weight about 2 years ago, and I've been able to keep it off, which is a big thing. So I wrote a book about it called Simple, Inexpensive, and Painless Weight Loss. And in that book, part of it is about, I'm not going to say not doing exercise, but I replaced the word exercise for the word activity. Find activities that you like to do. So going back to this now, okay, going back to this, the list says exercise, and I completely 100% agree with that, because all I do is I walk in the park, and I go out, I get out, on a nice day, get a little walk in. I'll tell you, it just makes me feel better, makes me relax. I listen to some music, and it's a really good way to relieve some stress. And you might not be able to walk for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, but let's say you're working, if you can get 5 minutes in, 10 minutes in, walk around the office building, walk around the job site, whatever, just try to get a little bit of activity in, and that'll help you with stress as well. Okay. Make yourself smile. And this is a good way to do it. You might want to listen to me, because sometimes on the Health Hour here, I make mistakes or what, and you might get a kick out of it, but check out a YouTube video, find something to make you laugh, make you giggle during the day. And that will help you relieve stress as well. And again, this is not something that you have to study. It's not a book you have to read or anything like that. This is things that you can do in a very short period of time. They say 5 minutes, and you're going to feel a little better. And I can relate to this stuff. Here's one that I wasn't really aware of, but it's cool. And it's sniff some citrus. Get some oranges, some lemon, and the fragrance. There's studies out there. The fragrance of a peeled orange can drastically reduce stress. So try that out next time. I mean, there you go, right there. You don't have to pop a pill. Get you an orange, peel an orange, and take a sniff of it. You're stressed out, and it will relieve the stress. Okay. Another one is stretch it out. This is always good. Just some simple stretches. Certainly don't overexert yourself or anything like that, but do some simple stretches to help relieve stress as well. Another one, if you're into this, is meditate. And it's different. There's different definitions of meditations or different types of meditations, but simply try to find, and it may just even be for a couple of minutes, try to find a nice quiet place, close your eyes, try to clear your mind, and just, open your mind, clear, get those negative thoughts out of there, get what's stressing you out of there, and for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, find your happy place, as they say, and that will help you eliminate stress as well. Another thing is, and this is becoming big, is break out the crayons. There's a lot when you're a kid, you have coloring books and all that, but a big craze nowadays is adult coloring books. So if you have time, and I know you have the kids all day long, and then preparing meals at night and all this kind of stuff, but find 3 minutes, 5 minutes, break out a coloring book, okay, and do a little coloring. That will definitely help you with stress. Take a hike. Again, that falls in line with what I do. I walk. I try to walk 3 to 4 times a week, break up the monotonous of the week, the stress, okay? And then finally, if none of that works for you, freak out. Yell, scream. Perhaps not at your coworkers or your family members or anything like that, but if you have to, get you a pillow or whatever and just scream into it, but let it out, and that is definitely going to help you break some of the stress as well. So there are 8 ways to reduce a little stress in your life within 5 minutes or less, okay? And so try some of these out. Some of them are brand new. Some of them have been around for a long time. Try it out. Let me know what you think. Let me know if it works for you, okay? And we're going to take a break and pay a few bills around here. When I come back, I have got a list of 42 foods to help you fight high blood pressure. So come on back to the Health Hour right here on Lone Star Community Radio.
SPCA Pet Snap of Montgomery County is a 501c3 all-volunteer-based rescue and adoption organization with a no-kill policy for healthy and adoptable animals. Our goals are fourfold: to rescue and rehabilitate homeless animals, to provide a safe haven for the animals until a suitable adoption or foster care home is found or until they are reunited with their owner, to educate the public about the great need to reduce pet population, which includes the importance of having their pets spayed and neutered, and to further the cause for humane and responsible pet ownership, and to provide a low-cost spay-neuter clinic for people who are unable to afford to spay or neuter their pets otherwise. SPCA Pet Snap of Montgomery County encourages you to think adoption first. You can contact us at www.spcaofmc.com.
If you are looking to start a career, you can start your professional life in the U.S. Army. I am Staff Sergeant Stephen Jackson. My fellow soldiers and I can talk with you about learning high-tech skills in electronics and computers as a soldier. Interested in the medical field? The Army has skilled medical and dental jobs that set you up for future success. Come visit us at 2109 West Davis Street, directly behind the Whataburger on Highway 105, or give us a call at 936-756-7002.
Hello, Montgomery County. I'm Rachel Baldwin with Special Olympics Texas, Area 6. Are you a fan of courage? Are you a fan of determination? Are you a fan of acceptance, grace, and skill? Then you're already a fan of Special Olympics. Make it official. Volunteer, coach, and/or compete and be a fan of dignity and acceptance. The dedication of our Special Olympics Texas volunteers provides mainstreaming experiences for athletes with intellectual disabilities. You will touch the heart of another person, and it will move you in a meaningful way that lifts the spirit. Please visit the Heart of East Texas Area 6 webpage at www.sotx.org. Also, like us on Facebook to be a fan and be part of Special Olympics Texas.
Hey, welcome back to the Health Hour. I'm Mike Sasser. I'm the host of the Health Hour every Wednesday at 1 p.m. You can hear it on Lone Star Community Radio at www.irlongstar.com or Conroe's FM 104.5 or 106.1 on FM dial. How cool is that? We are everywhere now. So tune in, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everybody around you that the Health Hour, as well as many other great shows here on Lone Star Community Radio, is now available on FM. That's right. That is so cool. That is so cool. The Health Hour, what are we talking about? What do we talk about? Well, it's an hour of health news for healthy living. And I'd like to share things with the community out there, but about health, safety, and just overall well-being. How do you get in touch with me? How do you ask questions? How do you send me a comment or want to know things about the Health Hour or anything else for that matter that we talk about on the show? You get in touch with me. Okay. The easiest way to do that is MikeSasser.com, www.MikeSasser.com. I have a contact page there. You can find me on Facebook. There's a link. I mean, it's just a click away, folks, just a click away. You can send me an email. You can send me a question or comment on Facebook, as well as you can tweet me on Twitter. I have a Twitter account as well. So that's how you get in touch with me. All right. And how do you catch the past shows, health hours that we've had? Well, you go to the Lone Star Community Radio website, check out the archives, and boom, you can pull them up as well. You can also find these. There's a link on my website as well that you can pull up the podcast, and that way you can listen to the show anytime, anywhere you're at that has internet service 24/7. So how cool is that? All right. Getting back to the content that I've got for you lined up today. One of the big things, and like I said, when we're talking about, we just had an election that ended last night, the presidential election. A lot of people that I've spoke to over, especially the past couple of days, but we can even go back months, have been really stressed out about this. I mean, it has, again, it had been a hard-fought election or campaign, and it doesn't matter who you were for. A lot of people are just happy that this is over, and they're talking about my blood pressure's been high. I've been stressed out. This is, it's been driving me crazy, and just a lot of things. So I'm somewhat dedicating the show today to help you de-stress and maybe get your blood pressure back in check. So what I want to talk about now is 42 foods that may help you fight high blood pressure. Now, again, going to share this with you, and this is a website I found. This is Zero Belly. It comes from MSN.com. You can search all of that on Google. Just search 42 foods that fight high blood pressure, and this article will pop up, and you can read the entire thing. I'll put the link on my Facebook as well. You can find that, and as well as the podcast when it comes out. So make all this information available to you. But let me share some information. Let me share something with you here now that you think, well, okay, high blood pressure is not that big a deal. Well, it is. It leads to problems that increase the risk of heart disease, stroke, and even early death. The problem is increasing. A lot of it, I believe, has to do with the sodium that we eat and things like that. We're just not eating the natural foods that is meant to be. We're eating a lot of the restaurant foods. We're eating a lot of the processed foods, and they have a lot of sodium, and that is increasing everybody's blood pressure. As a matter of fact, CDC estimates that 1/3 of Americans have high blood pressure, and half of them they may not even know it. Okay, they may not even know it, and if they do know it, they don't control it very well. And here's a number that really stuck out at me, and this is why I wanted to share this with all of you out there. Is that it says that high blood pressure crisis has a body count more than 1,100. That's 1,100 daily deaths can be attributed to high blood pressure related conditions. Again, being heart attack, stroke, and things like that. So this is big. This is really big. So here are some foods that may help you fight the high blood pressure. Okay, and again, most of this food or natural foods, okay? You can find them in the grocery stores. We'll look at the grocery ads here in a little bit, and you should be able to find a lot of these foods in the grocery stores and possibly even on sale. The first one on the list is pomegranates, okay? And I saw these on sale just not long ago. By the way, grocery stores are kind of like my laboratory. I love to go to grocery stores. I love to read the nutrition labels on a lot of the foods and things like that, as well as, actually grocery shop. But that's what I do. That's what I do. I do some research, and the grocery stores are my laboratory, if you will. So again, I have 42 of these, so I'm gonna go through the list fairly quickly here. But again, I'll provide the links and tell you where to find all this information if you'd like to look it up. Okay, so pomegranates are one that will definitely help you fight high blood pressure. Another one, and this is true about a lot of different beans, but lima beans or on the list to help you fight high blood pressure. And you're going to find as I go through this list, you're going to find that quite a few different beans are on the list, and they are a good source of protein. And that is kind of the common thread is protein and fiber, as I'm finding is what can help you fight the high blood pressure there. So lima beans is on the list. Okay. Apricots. Again, we're talking about mainly natural foods. Okay. And so that's on the list as well. And they're found to help you with your blood pressure, right? To lower your blood pressure. Again, they're packed with fiber and beta carotene. So things that help lower your blood pressure as well. Another one is dates. Okay. You might not, some of these you may not like. That's okay. But again, there's 42 on a list. So there has to be something out there that you like that you can add into your diet, add into your meals, bring them as a snack along the way, because you're going to find that a lot of these are transportable. They're convenient foods, if you will, that you can take along with you. Okay, so dates is on the list. All right. Another one, and again, this is one of my favorites. I tell you what, I start just about every day off with eggs. I like them over easy. I like them scrambled, but eggs is on the list. I was glad to see this. There's a published paper out there from American Journal on hypertension that reveals that long-term consumption of high protein in a diet can help lower blood pressure. Okay, and eggs has high protein, so that's definitely on the list. Oatmeal is another good one, and again, we're talking about fiber in oatmeal. You want to stick with more than likely the steel cut oats. All right, maybe not the flavored, because again, you're going to find if it's processed, if it's flavored, it's going to have a lot of sugar in it and things like that. So stick with your natural, your steel cut oatmeal and oats, and that's a good source of fiber for you that could help you with high blood pressure. Moving right along here. Mangoes are excellent for you. Just a great, again, a snack. Something that you can take with you. Collard greens, a lot of your greens, your spinach, your collard greens, things like that. Definitely, just really have a lot of antioxidants, a lot of nutrients there that help in a lot of different ways. Help your body. Dark chocolate lovers out there. Here you go. All right, it's okay to eat chocolate, but you want to stick with the dark chocolate, and you want to stay with at least 70% cocoa. I actually like I get the dark chocolate, but I go a little bit above that. I get the 85% cocoa, just because, again, when you pick it up, read the nutrition label. There's a difference even from the 70% to the 85% dark chocolate as far as the amount of sugar in it and even calories. The calories drop. The more cocoa you have in it, the more the amount of sugar drops, the more the calories drop per serving. So pay attention to that when you're getting that. Okay, beets are on the list as well to help you with high blood pressure. All right, and apples. Apples they're in season. They are a good, again, a convenience food. You can grab it and go. All right. I have this really cool slicer that slices the apples. It just, drops down over it. You cut it. The core comes out and 2 seconds, and it's just convenient to eat. The more convenient you make these healthy foods to get to eat, the more you're going to eat them, the better you're going to be. All right. Carrots. The carrots, I like to get the baby carrots, the bagged baby carrots. All right, but you might want to get the natural carrots, but carrots is a good source. All right, and it's not just good for your eyes. Okay, it can possibly help lower your blood pressure as well. Here's another good one, snack. Okay, popcorn. Now I'm not talking about the super saturated butter, movie time microwave popcorn. But if you air popcorn, it makes a great healthy snack. And the big thing about popcorn, again, is a source of fiber. And that seems to be the common thread when we're talking about helping to lower your blood pressure, okay, in these foods. Moving along, and, watermelon. We used to say watermelon was in season kind of in the spring and summer, but, nowadays you can get watermelon year-round. I mean, watermelon is still in the stores. There's still, decent prices. So watermelon is a good source of for helping your blood pressure as well, okay? And I will tell you this, and this is personal experience, watermelon does have contain a large amount of sugar per serving. It's natural sugar now, okay? It's not processed sugar, but it is natural sugar, and you don't want to overdo it because, again, sugar is sugar. Your body will process it, but you just don't want to eat a whole watermelon. I have a whole story about that in my book where I went kind of crazy on watermelon, and I actually had a weight gain in that week because I was like, oh, I'm eating a healthy snack, watermelon, and turns out it had a lot of sugar in it. So pay attention to that, okay? Here's another one is green peas, okay? You can get these frozen, flash frozen, and again, stay away from the ones with sauce and that type of stuff in it. But if you get just the natural peas, number one, they're convenient and they're good for you. Peaches are in season, and that's on the list as well. All right, tomatoes. Again, tomatoes. I love to slice tomatoes, have them on the side rather than let's say a sandwich and potato chips. I have sliced tomatoes on the side, and they're great for you as well. Again, I'm going to make all this information available for you. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are, again, great for a source to maybe lower your blood pressure. There's a quick and easy way to have baked potatoes conveniently. I'm going to share that with you. We're going to take a break here, though. I'm going to come on back and get back into this list as well. I have this easy secret recipe for sweet potatoes, baked sweet potatoes anytime. So come on back to the Health Hour and going to reveal that secret. So, hey, come on back.
Lone Star Boxer Rescue is a nonprofit organization serving Montgomery County and surrounding areas, dedicated to the health and well-being of the boxer breed. Lone Star Boxer Rescue is run and managed 100% by volunteers since 1999. Our main objective is to rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome boxers that come to us from many sources, including local animal shelters, owner surrenders, and strays. For more information about Lone Star Boxer Rescue, visit our website at lsbr.org.
You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio. It's 129 with the Health Hour with Mike Sasser. We're going to do a quick weather and traffic break and get back to the show. 72 degrees outside, folks. Humidity's around 68%. This afternoon will be a high of 75 and low of 55. Just to give you a heads up, they are projecting some rain at the end of the weekend on Sunday. Traffic conditions on I-45 heading southbound on I-45. You're good to go all the way through Spring, but northbound, that accident's still there right there after Research Forest Drive. Right, and other than that, I'm looking around Montgomery County at 1488, 242, 1097, 105. I'm not really seeing anything jumping out at me. And I'll give you a heads up at the top of the hour after the Health Hour. And just to remind you folks, the Health Hour with Mike Sasser has a Facebook page. That is MikeSasser.com. Check them out. Or go online to irlonestar.com and our show page and see if you can find Mike on there along with our other shows. We're going to get back to the program right after these public service announcements.
Listen in on Mondays at noon to hear the East Montgomery County news. News from our Precinct 4 Commissioner Jim Clark, Precinct 4 Constable Rowdy Hayden, our local nonprofits, school districts, and events that matter to you, residents of Porter, New Caney, and Splendora. With your host, Margie Taylor of Taylorized PR. For more information, check us out online at facebook.com/EMC News.
Did you know there are more than 790 abused and neglected children currently in foster care in Montgomery County? Will you help make a difference? I'm Allie Stevens with Casa Child Advocates of Montgomery County. We train and support volunteers to be the voice of children in the foster care system. Kids removed from their home because of abuse and neglect. And we need volunteers just like you to advocate for these children. To learn more about becoming an advocate, please visit CasaSpeaksForKids.com. That's CasaSpeaksForKids.com.
The East Texas Dream Center is in need of your help. We are a nonprofit Christian organization that houses women and children who are trying to get their lives back after being homeless, abused, or addicted. We are conveniently located at 301 South 1st Street, Conroe, Texas, 77301, right here in Montgomery County. Our needs are financial and every needs of gasoline, cleaning supplies, laundry soap, Lysol, and whatever else God puts in your heart. To help our ladies and children, please consider a donation. You may visit our website at www.easttexasdreamcenter.org. Again, so you don't forget, it's www.easttexasdreamcenter.org. Donations are tax deductible. Remember what Jesus said, with God, nothing is impossible.
Hey, welcome back to the Health Hour. I'm Mike Sasser, and we have the show every Wednesday, and it's just a live show, by the way, right here in the studio, and every Wednesday at 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. So thank you for listening to the Health Hour today, and you are listening either on www.irlongstar.com or the new Conroe's FM 104.5 or 106.1. How exciting is that? That is very cool. And today we are talking about things to help you de-stress and lower your blood pressure after this, amazing, you might want to call it amazing, election that we all just, witnessed, if you will. I think you can say we witnessed history of just a crazy election, but, people I spoke to have been stressed out over it. And, so trying to help with that, trying to help get your blood pressure back in check with some foods, with some good, healthy, simple foods that you can work into your diet there. The Health Hour every Wednesday, and what's it about? It's an hour of health news for healthy living. And you can contact me at mikesasser.com if you have a question, comment, you like the show, you want to sponsor the show. Hey, get in touch with me. We'll talk, okay? Moving on with the countdown, if you will. We're talking about sweet potatoes, and that's on the list, okay? 42 foods to help you with your blood pressure or high blood pressure, possibly lower your blood pressure, I should say. And I said I would share a secret with you, and here it is, okay? Yes, it does take about 45 minutes or so to bake sweet potatoes. And you think, well, that's not very convenient. But my mom taught me this. Go ahead and bake you 4 of them, 5 of them, something like that, okay? Wrap them in tin foil and freeze them after you bake them. And then when you wake up in the morning, you want a sweet potato for dinner that night or even lunch, okay, pull it out, let it thaw. And now you're talking about microwaving it in about 45 seconds, and you have baked sweet potato. And this works. I do this all the time now. It works, and it's good for you. So sweet potatoes may help you fight blood pressure. Once again, always check with your doctor before trying anything like this. Definitely do not stop taking your blood pressure medication without consulting your doctor. Share some of these foods with him and him or her, and talk about it. Okay. Another one is chickpeas. You're going to see a lot of that. Again, the 2 common traits that I found throughout a lot of these foods is fiber intake as well as taking in protein, and a lot of these foods have that. Okay. Another good one here is in oranges. Oranges was on our list. We talked about at the top of the hour. We talked about 8 foods to help you reduce stress in 5 minutes or less. And oranges was on that list as well. Oranges, you cut into an orange and smell that aroma. It can help you reduce the stress. And here it is on this list as well, talking about reducing your high blood pressure. So work some oranges into it. And again, it's a food that you can take with you to the office, to the gym, wherever you're going. Okay. Kidney beans, and I told you that beans are on this list. Several different types of beans. Kidney beans are on the list. There is again that protein factor that the beans have. By the way, if you for convenience, you can buy the canned beans. But before you eat the canned beans, they're already cooked and everything for you. But they put a lot of sodium in the canned foods. It's a preservative, if you will. So rinse them off. Pour them in a strainer. Rinse them off, and that helps a lot. You can get the dry beans. It's just kind of inconvenient to soak them overnight, cook them and all that kind of stuff. So use the canned beans, just strain them before you eat them or put them into whatever you're preparing as a meal. And that'll work as well. Or look for the reduced sodium or no sodium canned beans and cut down on that salt okay. Grapefruit is another great one. I like grapefruit in the morning as well as in the evening. Grapefruit is a good snack, afternoon snack, mid-morning snack. You can work that into your day pretty easily. Again, it's a food that is convenient. All right, bananas. What food is, name a food that's more convenient than a banana. I mean, it comes with its own wrapper. It's easy. You peel it. Bananas are great for you, on the go food, as they say. All right. So work some bananas in there. I had one this morning, as a matter of fact. That's what I had. I had a banana about mid morning. I sure did. Green beans. All right. Again, you can find green beans in your store, grocery store. You can get the frozen kind. You don't have to particularly get the fresh green beans. Get the frozen because they're flash frozen. So you have all the ingredients, you have all the nutrients and everything that's still there. Again, just stay away from the ones that have the added sauces, because you're going to find if it's in a sauce, it's going to have sodium in it or sugar. It's going to be added in there, and that's it's not as natural for you. Okay, so stick with just the natural plain green beans. Okay, and vegetables as far as that goes in the frozen food section. All right, brown rice. Brown rice is another good one for you. Okay, again, fiber. There it is again. Fiber, iron, magnesium. So brown rice much better for you than your normal steamed white rice. Again, we're talking about ways that you may be able to reduce high blood pressure. Okay, lean beef is on there as well. Source of protein. You want to stick with the lean, okay, and you want to work with portion control. All right, 3 to 4 ounces, basically a deck of cards. But lean beef is on the list, believe it or not. It gets a bad rap sometimes, but it's on the list for helping reduce high blood pressure as well. Another one is another one of my favorites. Okay, black beans. Again, I can incorporate black beans into everything from eggs in the morning to just making a black bean and tomato salad. It's convenient. It's good. They have a fiber source as well as protein. Very good for you. Again, you can get the can. You can find black beans. I use black beans, if you will, that have low sodium or no sodium added to them. But if you again, read the label on the back of the can, make sure that you're not getting a day's worth of sodium out of one can of beans, black beans, any type of food, any type of canned food for that matter. Okay, wild rice is on the list as well. You might be a fan of that, so work that into your meal plan. Fatty fish. Now, what am I talking about? Am I talking about like the bad fats? No, I'm talking about the omega-3 that you find in salmon. Okay, that can help reduce your blood pressure as well. Good source of protein. Lean turkey. Here we are. We're moving into the holiday season. Thanksgiving is right around the corner, so turkey is plentiful, if you will. I even saw some ads coming up where you buy one get one free, that type of stuff. It's frozen turkey, so if you have a freezer, you have enough room in your freezer. You can, this is something that you can get and keep. We all think about turkey during the holidays, but you can get it pretty much year round. Okay, so lean turkey, barley. Work some barley into your diet. You can use barley for even sprinkling on a salad. Again, just find ways to work these type of foods into your diet. Okay, for all you wine lovers out there, all right, you're going to like this. Red wine is on the list. Okay, now we're not talking about a bottle of red wine, but it does say a glass of red wine occasionally. is good for your health, and there's studies out there to support that. So, clinical nutrition suggests significantly lowering your blood pressure. All right. So, hey, if you're into that and you're of age, okay, have a glass of red wine every now and then. Another one, olive oil. Work some olive oil into your diet. You can you can put it on your salads. You can cook with it versus the Crisco or the grease and the things like, especially like, well, going way back, but my mom. Okay, got to share this story real quick. And you might be able to relate to this, but my mom would fry the bacon in the pan, okay, and then we would use that grease to cook the eggs or anything else that we would use. So literally cooking in bacon grease. Now, I've actually shared with my mom and she, we've moved to either using olive oil or more or less the pan spray. And so we don't cook a lot of things in bacon grease anymore, but that was kind of the old days and stuff. So, olive oil is a great way to cook different meals and, again, possibly reduce your blood pressure, okay? Another one, all right, another one that's on the list is coming up. It's and I see this in a lot of different studies as well, articles and things. And that is floss seed. You can add that to a salad. You can put it in yogurt. I suggest that you stay with the plain, non-fat Greek yogurt. Just to go off just a little bit here, yogurt. You can read the nutrition labels. Please read the nutrition labels, but if you get the yogurt that has the fruits and already mixed into it and everything, I'm telling you, some of these little containers of yogurt has a day's worth of sugar. What is a day's worth of sugar? Recommended intake sugar, daily sugar is 25 grams. And I'm telling you, some of these little containers of yogurt, which you think you're eating healthy, you're thinking yogurt's good for me, right? Well, some of these yogurts have anywhere from 18 grams of sugar, 22 grams of sugar. Okay, nearly an entire day's worth of sugar right there. So, get the plain Greek yogurt sugar. There's some out there with as low as 4 grams of sugar. Okay, add some of your own natural ingredients or berries into it, and that way you're reducing the sugar amount, and you're still getting something that's healthy for you. Okay. So floss seed is another good one there. And let's see, tea, green tea. If you're a tea lover, you like the tea in the afternoon or whatnot. Green tea is a good one. Add that into your diet. So let's say that you are a coffee lover, and so you have your coffee in the morning. Which as long as you're not overdoing it with coffee, and as long as you're not adding a lot of cream and again sugar in it. A lot of these coffee houses and there's a big business in America, but a lot of these coffees with all of these extras, caramel and everything else, has a lot of sugar, has a lot of calories in it. Okay, but so if you're a coffee lover and you're having your coffee in the morning, okay, try to reduce the amount of sugar in it. I used to have a lot of sugar in mine and creamer and everything else, and I was actually able to basically retrain myself, if you will, to drink coffee straight, drink it black. And now when I have a lot of sugar in it or something extra, it just doesn't taste right. So you can do it, okay? You can do it. You can cut the sugar, reduce the sugar in your diets and things like that. Sodium. That's going to help you with weight loss, as well as what I'm talking about now, helping reduce your high blood pressure conditions and things like that. So again, if you're drinking coffee in the afternoon, okay, you might want to substitute some green tea with that. Work that green tea into your afternoon, and you're not only burning some fat, burning some calories. That's in a lot of different studies out there. but you're also helping reduce your blood pressure, okay, and calming down some of that stress. So this list, again, you can find it. You can go to msn.com. The easiest way to find it, I found, was just Google search. Google's just the most brilliant thing ever, but 42 foods that fight high blood pressure. And by the way, you can do this with a lot of different conditions. I want to remind you once again, consult your physician, okay? But other types of conditions, look for natural remedies. Look for foods that may help you with those conditions, okay? And they're out there. They're out there. We like convenience. We like processed foods. We like restaurant foods and all that. But quite frankly, I feel like these are the things that are contributing to a lot of the health conditions or health issues that we have here in America. So what we're going to do is we're going to take another break now, and I'm going to come back. I'm going to look through the weekly grocery ads. I actually did find some of these foods that we just talked about on sale this week at Kroger. I'm going to share that with you, and we're going to wrap up the show. So, hey, come on back to the Health Hour right here on Lone Star Community Radio.
Heaven's Army of Resources and Recreation Center is a 501c3 nonprofit organization featuring a 10,000 square foot building located at 19325 FM 1485 West, New Caney, Texas. At Heaven's Army, we offer over 26 different services free for all ages, from karate, dance, drug and alcohol classes, anger management, parenting, food and clothing pantries, to just name a few. We are supported solely by volunteers and private donations. Our main mission is to glorify God in all that we do. At Heaven's Army, we strive to be a hand up, not a handout. Come check us out at 19325 FM 1485 West, New Caney, Texas, or call for more information at 281-689-5864. You may also learn more about Heaven's Army by visiting our website at heavensarmyofresources.com.
Hi, I'm Mike Sasser, your host of the Health Hour right here on Lone Star Community Radio. I'd like to invite you to tune in to my live show each Wednesday starting at 1 p.m. I like to say it's an hour of health news you can use. Be a part of the conversation by going to MikeSasser.com and clicking on Contact Mike for my email, Facebook, and Twitter links. The Health Hour with Mike Sasser every Wednesday at 1 p.m. on Lone Star Community Radio, your local source for healthy living.
Hey, welcome back to the Health Hour. I'm Mike Sasser. I am your host of this weekly show right here on Community Lone Star Radio. I would like to thank you for listening. And if you are listening, you're probably listening on the IR Lone Star website, which is www.irlongstar.com. And you can send that to your friends and family anywhere there's internet. You can listen to the show live streaming on Wednesdays, or you can check out the podcast just anytime you would like by going to that website, as well as my website, which is MikeSasser.com. You know what? You can go to YouTube and just search the Health Hour, and that will come up on YouTube as well. Yes, that's right. Our podcasts are on YouTube as well as SoundCloud, so you can check out the show that way. There's just a lot of ways to check it out as well. The all-new Conroe FM 104.5 as well as 106.1. So if you're here in the community, you can now dial in on your FM, radio there and check us out. So what do we talk about on the Health Hour? Well, it's the hour of health news for healthy living. I'd like to share with you and your family, the community here, what will maybe help you keep you happy and healthy and safe. Just overall good well-being. I mean, life is meant to be enjoyed and to live well. So what am I looking at? We just talked about 42 foods to help reduce blood pressure, and I have looked through the Kroger's ad here, and guess what? There are a couple of those foods that are on sale at Kroger this week. You might want to check that out. You can check it out online, as well as I just stopped by and picked up one of their sales ads, but two of the foods that we that were on the list. Matter of fact, one of these foods was on the list, both lists, because I also talked about foods that will help you reduce stress in 5 minutes or less. And guess what? Oranges are on sale. I mean, it's we're getting into well, I guess you could say the fall, but they're still plentiful. You can still get them, and they're on sale at the store. So oranges are on sale. They can help you with the blood pressure issue as well as help reduce stress. Okay. Grapefruit. There, there's a lot of benefits in grapefruit. All right. They're on sale this week as well. And they were on the list as far as helping reduce blood pressure issues. All right. And by the way, like I said, we said blood pressure is a very serious condition. You want to pay attention to that because it can lead to heart disease as well as stroke. So pay attention to that. All right. And get with your doctor. Talk about these things. Talk about the foods and trying to move to maybe a more natural way of dealing with some of these medical issues. Okay. So do that. All right. Let me tell you a couple things that are coming up. Next week on Health Hour, I'll be having a guest in the studio, Amy Ressler. She is with the Texas A&M Ag Life here locally. She's going to be talking about some things going on. And I will be at the Southern Obesity Summit here in Houston. That's this coming weekend, the 13th through the 15th. And Amy will be talking about that as well. We'll share with you what's going on there. Basically, it's about 16 southern states that come together and offer seminars, workshops, and resources to help the fight against obesity, which is a good thing. Something on a personal note, I do book signings. Again, I've written 2 books. Have them out there. One of them is Inexpensive and Painless Weight Loss, Simple, Inexpensive, and Painless Weight Loss, and talking about my own personal weight loss journey. I'll be doing a book signing at Kroger's there in Sterling Ridge in the Woodlands this coming Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. So if you're out in the area, come by and say hello. Come by and check it out. Okay. So again, I want to thank you for joining me today on the Health Hour. And tell your friends, tell your family, get in touch with me. Hit me up on Facebook or MikeSasser.com. And want you to have a great week out there. Enjoy yourself. Keep you and your family healthy, safe, and, hey, happy as well. So have a good week, and we'll see you next week with a brand new Health Hour. Take care.
Thanks for checking out this production of Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's community radio station. For more information on this show and other shows on Lone Star Community Radio, check us out online at irlonestar.com. If you're interested in sponsoring a program on Lone Star Community Radio and reaching the local audience of Montgomery County on FM, internet, TV, media, please call 936-647-5747 or contact us online at irlonestar.com. This recording is a Lone Star Community Radio production produced by the show host and Dick Schischler of Lone Star Community Radio. Interested in volunteering as a music DJ or starting your own talk show? Contact Dick Schischler at dick@irlonestar.com or by phone at 936-647-5747.